Ladies, gentlemen, or what have you, I am Edgar Orpheus.
I'm Howard Phillips.
And we are gonna get shot instantly. Just right off the bat, get shot. Just not without any further ado, let's get shot the pumpkin patch style.
That was indicative of the entire episode ahead.
No, I've been practicing. It'll be great. I'm just gonna... Okay, well, I ran out of stamina, but see? That went resolute. I didn't even need to heal.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Well, now you do.
I know. I understand, but whatever. Mostly, I got a cap. Mostly. Most importantly.
I guess so. Clothing is most important.
Yes, so, kind of momentously, we are at the end of Bloodborne, the main game, basically. We've got, like, 2 more bosses.
Yeah.
And, pursuant to those last 2 bosses, to the fact that we're done, I wanted to do Old Hunters now. And now that we are more powerful, I'm kind of banking on it not being the train wreck that it was so long ago when I did this prior, or attempted to do it prior.
I believe in you.
I think it'll be fine. I'm playing presently.
Yeah.
Just to be, as I know sometimes it's not super clear.
Need to be awfully transparent on who is dying the most.
Yes, this time it shall be me. But so far, so decent.
Yeah.
I was practicing a little bit against these guys because of the sheer embarrassment prior. You know what I like?
What is that?
This level.
Me too.
They're cowering. And so, alright. So From Software, their favorite thing to do is to tell the stories out of order, yeah?
Yeah, I'd say.
I think the Old Hunters might be the best at kind of conveying what the deal is as early as possible, just environmentally.
Okay. Yeah.
So like, the notion is like, this is like a sort of hell, like an opposite Valhalla for hunters, right? After they've gone drunk with blood,
yeah,
they die and they come here. And I think, you know, yeah, you'd think that like an ideal sort of paradiso for a... Why isn't anything attacking me?
Because it's what we are talking about right now.
But I'm waiting for those guys to show up. You'd think like an ideal paradise would be full of monsters to slay and hunt and whatever. But the only thing that is around here are these shitty werewolves that don't really attack. That guy's kind of uppity, but by and large, they're not very effective.
Yeah. They're like level 1 enemies in a level 50 zone.
Yeah, and I like the notion of like boredom as being the eternal torment. I'm gonna sneak in here for this. I meant to get a better backstab. Oh no, we're playing Pong, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Pongin Patch.
Pong?
Pongin Patch. I didn't mean to pull both of them.
Well...
maybe he'll be busy, and
yeah.
I'll just... and then I'll just...
there we go.
Oh!
Well, he's dead already.
How did that happen?
The werewolf hit him once, I guess.
But it did so much damage.
Yeah. Don't let them hit you, just in case.
I guess. Weird.
I remember them being way weak.
Man, they're really, really preoccupied. Maybe they think that I'm one of them.
You just did 2,000 damage.
Yeah, that's because we upped our blood tinge up to, like, ungodly levels.
Just 1,000,000.
To, like, Eldritch Ancient One levels. Which is fitting because of all of the Eldritch Ancient Ones we murdered in a God of War sort of style.
Oh yeah, we did do that.
Yeah, there was like a 3-fer, I think, right? We did.
Sounds right.
We did, and then I'm playing Eldritch as well. I haven't fought any old ones in that, however.
I would assume as soon as you do, it will be an unpleasant experience.
Probably. I am not very good at that game.
Speaking from personal experience, don't.
I typically don't have much luck with roguelikes. I like the notion, like, Darkest Dungeon is usually what I snap to when I think about roguelikes. And often, I find myself, like, having a lot of difficulty progressing or making any sort of headway with these. So, what's the deal with the traps? Because there's, like, a pressure plate there.
Yeah, they're like traps for hunters, but like... That doesn't make much sense.
Yeah, what would they need to trap? There isn't really anything to hunt.
Maybe they're, like, playing the most dangerous game.
Maybe.
Whenever a new hunter dies, they put him through the ropes.
Maybe. You know, fuck. Dog. Oh, dog.
Dag.
Dog.
Gun.
I'm trying to think like how this sort of you know,
Got siphed.
I did. I'm trying to think. I'm like trying to form articulate points on game design while also playing through a Dark Souls level. What I might say is that oh, I thought there was something underneath me. Because this level is so like environmentally rich with like all the werewolves that don't attack and the area that is like twisted and mangled, I would say that maybe the traps in the landscape are trying to teach you to pay closer attention to the environment in order to kind of get you to sell, or trying to get the level to sell like this notion of a purgatory.
Maybe.
But yeah, I don't know. Or maybe it's like trying to show like the heyday of the old hunters and their old tricksy ways with their things.
The old hunters didn't have many actual trick weapons. They just had traps and guns.
Yeah, tricks in the traditional sense. And whoa.
He's an old hunter bone.
He sure does is. I thought only Maria could do that.
No.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's the dudes with the, I believe they're Safe, how do you say it? S-A-I-F?
Smaff.
Smaff? Okay, yeah, dudes with the smaffs.
Yeah, the old smaff.
Yeah, the old smaffs, they dash around like that.
Interesting. Well, I guess I knew that Gurman could do it. But I don't know, I just got That's awkward.
Oh no, the loot.
Oh no! Did I miss something important? I think it was like pants, right?
Just pants or gloves or something.
Alright, I can live without. Is that? Oh, I assumed it was like a graphical glitch, but I guess there's just a or like a hole here.
Yeah.
Oh man! I said the secret word. Now I'm gonna go on a huge tangent.
Oh no,
Are you prepared? I said there was a hole here.
Oh.
Have you ever heard me go on this tangent before?
I don't know.
Okay. So, are you prepared for the longest Silent Hill 2 tangent?
Alright, I'll prepare to be silent.
Okay. So, man, I was almost like saving this for if I ever did a video on Silent Hill 2, but I guess I can just do both. In Silent Hill 2, so Silent Hill 2 is a game that is all about, this is like playing Dark Souls while trying to form articulate points on other games now. Woo! Silent Hill 2 is a game that is about this dude. Yes, I remember the burning ball of fire. It's about a young man. His name, James Sutherland. I don't know why I did it like that. But the point is that the conceit, and this was like, so, man, a lot of false starts at this point. Bear with me. So, in Silent Hill 2, it was really revolutionary because it was the first time that they were trying to embrace the like psychological angle of Silent Hill, right?
Right.
So like often Purgatory, right? Segueing from Purgatory, Silent Hill 2 kind of painted Silent Hill, the town, as a sort of purgatory, whereas prior it was just a spooky town with occult things happening therein. So Silent Hill 2 is all about this guy, and, you know, spoiler warnings for games that are just, like, ridiculously old, and I'm sure everybody already knows the ending, too. But the point is that I probably can't take this dude, right?
No, you got him.
Well, maybe. I do a fair amount of damage.
Yeah, just don't run out of stamina and don't let him do the psychic stuff. All right?
I thought you were going to say don't do the overhead axe slam.
Don't let him do the overhead axe slam either.
But the point of Silent Hill 2 is that this guy, James, his wife got sick, and he had to take care of her. And so there's a lot in Silent Hill 2 about, like, kind of emotional, like, can I parry him?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Emotional, like, blocking and whatever, and also sexual frustration. Fuck, I didn't think that would be a big old area of effect, but I guess what else could it have been? Fuck, I wanted to get the visceral attack, but I didn't. Oh, no. Alright, I didn't time it out right. But now I can focus on Silent Hill 2.
There you go.
So it's a guy, his wife is sick, and it's all about like his emotional frustration and sexual frustration about it. And there's a part at the very beginning of the first level, and like all the sexual frustration comes out in like all the nurses and stuff. Like, you know, those sexy nurses that are a staple in Silent Hill.
Right.
And then, you know, Pyramid Head really giving it to another monster. Really kind of upsetting. But there is a section in the beginning of Silent Hill 2 where you can kind of break into a optional little side, like, restaurant or, like, rundown old dilapidated space. And, the window of this like dilapidated restaurant, I want to say, is destroyed and has been kind of like paper mache'd over with newspaper. And on that newspaper is written the phrase, "There was a hole here, it's gone now." And that is my favorite phrase in maybe a video game, because it can be interpreted 3 different ways. It could be interpreted in the literal, like, there was a hole in this window, it's gone now. There can be the more like the implicit kind of meaning of like, because there was a hole here, it's gone now, implies like the problem is fixed, but the window still looks like really shitty and broken. So it kind of reads on the James. So because the twist is you find out that James euthanizes his wife because she's sick.
Oh, jeez.
But like it fixes the problem, right? It fixes
so.
the problem, but like the problem is still clearly not fixed.
Yeah.
It's, you know, the entire the window is still ruined. It's just the hole is no longer there. And then on another layer of meaning is the hole. Oh man, this is Freudian. The hole is like, you know, a vagina.
Oh.
So like there was a hole here, it's gone now, and thus there's a whole bunch of, you know, sexual frustration on James's end, right?
Right.
But yeah, that's I like it, and that's why I think, and that is why that I think that phrase is one of the best phrases in video games.
I thought you were going to say that it could also have been interpreted as there was a graphical glitch hole, like it was a fourth wall breaking poster.
Oh yeah?
Like they covered it up with the texture of a newspaper because they couldn't figure out how to get the window looking right.
Could be. It was an olden time in Vidya, and consequently, you know what? I'm just gonna run by this dude.
Yeah, just get it.
Later.
Yeah, just go.
He's just gonna beat up on those guys. Didn't you tell me once that the little wimpy hunters out there killed one of these giant guys once?
You can only do it in regular new game like this one, and you have to distract the big guy.
Oh yeah?
But yeah.
Oh.
Because they can do some pretty decent damage.
I like this set piece.
I like the tree. I never noticed the tree.
Yeah. This is like in Resident Evil 7 where you get your arm cut off.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, the entire time you're like, they're not gonna cut my arm off. But for this, you're like, this guy's gonna wake up, isn't he? And he doesn't ever. Well, I mean, like, you can wake him up, but he doesn't, like, it's not like a brick wall appears and then he rises and it's, Lawrence, you fight him, and he's,
Yeah.
Which is cool. It's really a real commitment to the defiance of expectation that good horror design is built upon.
They expect you to get comfortable with their ideas, and then they just shatter your expectations.
Yeah. And there isn't a whole lot of that sort of thing in Bloodborne. And you know why that is, if I were to hazard a guess? If I were to hazard a guess and say why there isn't a whole lot of expectation shattering in Bloodborne, I would say it was because, and I want to talk about this dead amygdala thing as well, but fuck, come on.
You're stepping on the trap.
I know, I can't, I'm like multitasking far beyond the capacity of my tiny human brain. From Software, most of their like tricks are focused on like goodies that bait you into areas, like items and shit. And because there just aren't a whole lot of potential items in Bloodborne, maybe they just didn't know how to be tricky anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess get it.
I guess they could have just given you more cold blood stuff.
Yeah,
but
there's nothing. Well, You don't know that there aren't a whole lot of items when you first play, though. So, and they do the oh, here's a shiny thing a few times.
They do, but it doesn't happen very often because there aren't a lot of items that you can give.
I guess so, yeah.
It's like souls or ritual stone stuff.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, when they do it, the items they give you are not worth it, but...
And there's a lot of that happening in Dark Souls 3 too, where like, there's, they just give you like a sad little 50 soul thing.
Or one homeward bone.
Yeah. This amygdala. A lot of people are like, what the fuck is the deal with this amygdala? To me, I believe, and this is a very symbolic episode of Bloodborne, to me, I believe that dead amygdala is like the representation of there is nothing worth hunting in this world. Like the coolest thing that a hunter could maybe find, or like the run-of-the-mill hunter could find, would be like an ancient old eldritch amygdala creature like that, right?
Yeah.
So the notion that there's this dead one just chilling here is kind of a signal to all the hunters that there is, you know, the best thing you could hope for is dead, and there's really nothing to hunt in this shitty, boring purgatory.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Boop. I always have the problem when I play through games, especially the Dark Souls games, of taking things very literally.
Yeah.
Like, this whole area is based on the Cathedral Ward area, and there's amygdala in the actual Cathedral Ward area. So when I first played through, I was like, oh, it's that amygdala from the real world, but it's dead.
Yeah, but this is like expressly another plane of existence, right?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Is like when I first played through it, I took everything super literally. Like this was like a mirror world.
Yeah.
And, like everything was how it is, but fucked up. And so I never really had thought about all of the symbolic things that could be until I heard other people talk about it.
Yeah, and like again, From Software likes to not tell you what the story is until way into the thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just like, I don't know, that is the most satisfying reason I could think of for that corpsey amygdala to be there. So these time bombs, they're useless, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'd say they are.
Yeah, I think that is the case.
I think they're PvP items.
Why?
Because, well, I believe they're PvP items for when the game first released that. For like, oh, I tripped you up, I threw a thing at you, and you were like, what was that about? And then it exploded. But, like, they're terrible items.
Yeah, they are. Because, like, the combat in Bloodborne is so fast-paced, I can't imagine being able to time that out properly.
I think that's the thing, is that you're trying to, like, just throw it into the battlefield to trip them up and be like, here's, like, area denial.
I love how we were talking about how rarely they bait you with an item, and then right here this happens. Oh, fuck! Damn it, I thought I was out of the blast radius.
It's a big one.
Damn it, well, at least I got a cool hammer.
Yeah.
I love this hammer.
Boomhammer is best hammer.
I think so. In the, like, long and storied history of war hammers in video games, I think that one might be one of my favorites.
The blacksmiths might as well just start smithing with the boomhammer.
I think so. And yeah, you wouldn't even need to heat your metal.
Bing.
Man.
Bing.
Do you think, like, what is the item description for these things? Hold on. Bop, bop, bop.
Probably something about the crazy freaking
powder kegs?
Powder kegs.
They're so cool. That's one of my favorite things that, yeah, I'm gonna play with it just for a second.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things that From Software does is, fuck, we don't have the strength for it.
Nah.
One of my favorite things that FromSoft does is, in their, like, extended universes, they'll just kind of hint at a cool little faction that never gets, like, explained, like the Sound Sorcerers of Vinheim in Dark Souls 1.
That sounds pretty rad.
Yeah, it's the thing that Griggs is a part of. It's why, like, you get the silence spell, the self-silence spell.
Oh.
Yeah. Or, like, oral decoy or whatever. Yeah, it's just a really cool thing that I like. Fuck, damn it. You know what? I'm gonna run by all of this, but I'm not gonna make anybody watch me run through all of this. Thank you so much for subjugating yourself to our nonsense. I hope you found this episode
informative.
Freudian. Good night.
Good night.